congratulations, safely through out of the group, but how would you assess the 3 games overall?
Only I'm not really. I suppose first 2 I thought yesterday I started very well. I didn't finish very well. I did get 5 darts at a double spread over 5 legs. It bugged me all day. I'm not going to lie after that, and I missed every single one. It's unusual that I miss every single one, but at the same time, you know, going into tonight, get the win, it makes it all worth it.
Look, we know you guys that are playing the big tournaments love the cutthroatness of that knockout stage. Now you're out of the group. Is this where you switch on? Because we know you said before that in these round robins you can switch off.
I can't say that I love the best of 9. I don't like it. It's just it is cutthroat. It's something through the years I've always done well at. I've always got through. You know, I'm sure Wednesday I come and it's a longer format. I'm going to feel a bit more comfortable. I actually feel my game's in a better position tonight than what I showed. Yeah, remains still to be seen, because if you want to win these tournaments, you've got to turn up.
You've had some epic battles against Peter in the past, but when he's not throwing much back at you, is it hard?
It's look, the guy's a 2-time world champion. I had a good chat before, and I normally never talk to an opponent before I go on. I'm disciplined, professional. I would always give Pete that time, and I had a good chat with him before I went on. I'm not going to say what was mentioned, but he's not quite there at the minute, and he deserves more. He's give a lot to the game. He gives a lot, and I'm sure that. Well, actually, I hope that he's gonna pick it up and he's gonna keep going and just keep smashing it like he can. You know, I don't think anything's changed, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough, you know. I really like the man, and apart from that, I suppose I like the man, but he's a better dart player and all. You
say hope he can come back, but when that slide's happening to any player, it's hard to stop it. So what advice would you give to Peter? Because I know that obviously you've been in that situation where you've slipped as well.
How can I give that man advice? You know, he's won more than me. He's done more than me in the game. I can't give that man advice. When it all clicks in your head and you get when you get them things right, I think that's what matters, you know, and he will have to look for that. No one could help him. But I'm sure if there's anyone on the planet, he can find a way.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, pal.
Rob, we talked earlier in the week about opportunity. You've obviously got through the group now. The format goes up, and this is where you guys who play these big tournaments week in, week out, you come into your own.
Yeah, of course. I can't wait for the next round, you know. I've not showed my best stuff. I actually thought I was going to probably play a little bit better tonight. I thought I was going to be more on it, but that's just darts, and I'm happy to be through. And we look at the next round, I'll have to be on it. Richie's playing well, he's full of confidence. I'm probably 75%, he's 100%, you know. So I look forward to the game, and I will get up there. I get a break in between, so if anything's going wrong, I always correct that. I always get that right, and just look forward to the game, really. That's the main thing.
We obviously lost Luke Humphries last night as well. I mean, a big shock, most people would say.
Yeah, it's unbelievable with Luke, you know. But at the same time, look, I think we've hit a point in darts where we all look human sometimes. You know, you could have picked probably 8 or 10 players, maybe a few years ago, maybe 4 years ago, what's going to win a tournament. Now, yeah, you can pick 24. Everyone's capable. It's on the day, and yeah, if the big boys don't deliver, it's their fault, isn't it? It's my fault if I don't go up there and play like I can. So, but what you got to say on the other side of it, you got to have respect on the other side of it, and not being rude. The way Richie went through and he won, and he had it all in his hands in that final. I watched the highlights, and he dealt with it amazingly. So look, he's a winner. You got to give him that, and if you're going to beat him, you got to play like a winner.
Absolutely. Cheers, Rob.
Rob, in this tournament, in the group stage, you've got a remarkable record. I think you've come through every straight away from every group.
Not bad for an amateur. Years ago.
Not bad considering you really don't like the group stages. Now that's out the way, can you feel a bit of relief? Actually, mentally, it's fresh now. I'm
gonna go sleep tonight, and that'll be all forgotten. Practicing a little bit better. I feel a little bit better. I could do with probably the concentration going up. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm losing it a bit here and there, but look, over a longer format, playing 5 legs, having a break, playing 5 legs, having a break. If that don't help me, I'm going to be in trouble, you know. But I expected, that it will help me, and I will feel comfortable and just do what I do. I always look forward to it. I love it, and try and get something decent out of myself. Cheers.
Rob, when Phil used to go out early, when Michael used to go out early, players perked up. It was, hang on a minute, we've got a real chance now. This is the first time Luke's been out early since he started this winning run of majors. Is that the same sort of feeling now that this is the real open draw?
Nah, not really. You know, you're going to have 15 other players along with me. They're all quality. I actually quite enjoy playing Luke. It's weird, do you know? I don't know what the record's like in the recent couple of years or whatever, but maybe shared, maybe me just losing shy. But I enjoy them games. I enjoy them big games. I turn up for them, and look, it's your time, and at the end of it, what will decide a winner. And when I played him last year, he was spectacular. I really would say that. But on another day, I could have had a shout.
You've got Richie Edhouse next. Is it sometimes hard to play to someone who's just won their first major from, let's say, sort of out of nowhere a little bit, because you don't know, is that their new level, or are they going to differ a little bit? It's a lot of unpredictability, whereas if you play someone like Luke, you know what you're going to get.
Nah, not really. I've known Richie for years. He lived in Hastings a bit of time and stuff. We had a couple of practices, other stuff. And I've always rated Richie. Really have, as a dart player, and he proved that last week or a few weeks ago, you know. For me, you can't take anyone for granted, especially at the minute, because I suppose, when you look at it on paper, darts is changing, you know. It's a big open field now. You probably got 24 boys in there what can probably win out of the 32, to be fair. Maybe 32 at the end of it, but at the same time, it's 24 what can play the game at the highest quality. That's what it's all about, and on the night it's about being more special than the rest, really, you know.
Cheers, Rob. Thank you.
Cheers, pal.
Rob, you just touched on it there a bit, but in regards to like Edhouse and Dedeker winning the recent majors, James Wade did say on Sky that he thinks that a lot of the top boys are quite tired and exhausted, which has kind of opened the field a bit more. Do you agree with that, or do you think just the standard overall is rising?
I think the standard's rising. Don't get me wrong. You spend the whole year nearly on the road. You try and grab rest. I find it a little bit hard sometimes. I can't lie. But at the same time, you've got to look at these boys. You've got to give them the credit what they deserve. You know, it's not about all the top boys being sort of tired to a certain degree. Don't get me wrong. It probably plays a fact here and there. But at the same time, if you're performing and you're up there at the top end, you never ever struggle, you know. You seem to notice when you come out with a mediocre game and then you've got to try and make it a winning game, you'll get close, but maybe it might not be enough. And I think it's down to the top boys. Look, we've got to adjust to what's in front of you now. And I think to put your best foot forward, you know. Sometimes it's not everyone else, it's yourself, you know, and that's the way I'm going to take it anyway. I'm going to say, you know, I play a lot in a year. I enjoy what I play, but at the same time, sometimes it does get tough. But not apart from that, you can't take it away from anyone else when they're just doing better stuff than you know, and credit to these boys, what have really made the game different.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, pal.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Rob.
All good?
Cheers, everyone.